Howdy folks, Galataki coming back, and this is admittedly take 3. The first time I was completely unsatisfied with the beginning of the video, and the second time I accidentally took a picture. Now, I am recording from my phone and probably will be for, well, I don't know, an indefinite amount of time. I don't really have a proper spot inside yet to where I could appropriately record, and it's still decent outside, so I'm going to record outside while I can, just to enjoy being outdoors. For the folks that commented on this video I put up last night, I really appreciate that. I did receive a question asking if I had left Michigan, and to you, yes, I did leave Michigan. I moved around Michigan for a minute and then ended up completely leaving the state, moving really far down to Arkansas on the western side, and then I came back to Michigan. So I've been really busy, and it's all been work related and family related. Lots of weird, crazy stuff has gone on, and yeah, so that's where I've been. I have kept up with my channel as far as I still get comments every now and then, which is really surprising. And then I checked my analytics to see what the view time was like and that kind of thing, and they're in the positive this month. Like, people are still watching my videos, so that was a huge motivating factor. And I thought, man, I might as well go ahead and just do it. Now, 2 years ago, I discovered Acier aluminum just by browsing fragrances one night, and I was very intrigued by it. I remember saying to myself, one day I will smell this regardless of how much I get at the time of purchase. But I found a very reputable seller, extremely professional. He sold me a 30 milliliter decant in a bottle unlike any decant bottle I've ever received before, if you can see that. It's very thick glass, very professional, and it's actually kind of fitting for the type of fragrance that it is. Acier aluminum has a regal vibe to it for me. It's on the dry down rather, it comes across as a spicy, leathery, warm fragrance. It's got a chypre vibe to it, but it doesn't go overboard with being brash or rough. Now, I'm going to say that I have to dismiss the negative reviews right away. There are reviews out there that compare Acier aluminum to a urinal cake, and I found that just hilarious. I can only imagine that person either had terrible chemistry with the fragrance, they did not apply it to their skin, or they had bad juice. I'm not really sure, but I found that crazy. There are some glowing reviews out there. Someone called it a work of art. I don't know if I would go that far, but what do I know? The note composition for this is kind of misleading, I would think, for the fragrance, because it is blended very, very well, in my opinion. Top notes: lemon, bergamot. Simple. Citrus, right? You're not going to smell any real citrus. Or rather, I should say, I didn't. It's bright. It has a bright opening, but I would not put it in the vein of a citrus top. Not what you would think by reading those notes, I should say. I'm sure it's there, just not the way it looks. Middle notes, you have jasmine and spices. The jasmine, I think, is kind of noticeable, but I think that more plays a part in mellowing it out. The spices are there from top to bottom. It is a heart note that is present throughout the fragrance, and it works very well, very warm. Really like that. And then on the bottom, it's something like vanilla, ambergris, oak moss, and sandalwood. Very typical type of heart in the Creed vein. Even from back then, it's got some, you can tell it's a Creed if you've worn Creed for any length of time. What I like about this, though, is that I don't become anosmic to it. That is fantastic. I really, really am grateful that I don't become anosmic to it, because I enjoy this fragrance from top to bottom. It does. Now, if you go and read, you'll see people say that it starts out with this strange banana overtone, and it does. It does. It's crazy. You spray it on, and you get this very strange banana quality to it. It's reminiscent of a banana bread, in my opinion. It's fleeting. It only lasts a few minutes, but those few minutes are quite lovely, and very surprising the first time you smell it. I mean, I love the scent of a baked banana when it is mixed with the right spices, and in bread. I mean, who doesn't like banana bread? But at the same time, it retains as the banana scent fades off of it. However, it's created, I'm not really sure. As it fades, this warmth starts to come in, and it retains this nice strong warmth with the oak moss and the sandalwood, and everything else just comes together and makes this nice leathery masculine warm fragrance to me. And I think if I were to figuratively talk about the name steel aluminum, which is what Acer aluminum is in English, I would say that this is like wearing warmth, okay? I wouldn't say that there's a metallic note in there. Now, perhaps it doesn't work like that on my skin. I personally don't get any sort of metallic twang that I'm used to when I have experienced that in fragrance before. Maybe I've got a little bit more to learn. I've only been wearing it for a month, and you still discover new things every day when you're passionate about something. So that may change in the future, and if it does, maybe I'll introduce another video. It has great lasting power, though. Silage, fantastic silage on me. It's more than worth the price as far as having investing in a decant, I should say, or investing in the 2.5 ounce bottle. Is this an everyday fragrance? I wouldn't really say that, no, because it has, again, this regal quality to it. It kind of makes it really ideal for a nice formal evening. It would make a fantastic cool weather dinner scent. Go get some beers, or go out with your lady, or whoever, your significant other. 1 or 2 on your neck, dude, you'd be perfect. Because it's warm, it's inviting, it smells very warm and inviting. Yeah, I mean, shit. I don't know how else to describe it. To me, to a young person, it's probably not very appealing because it does smell old. It's got a dated scent to it. It's from the 70s, and it really smells like it. That's also kind of hilarious to me. It has a powder vibe to it from time to time. But once it dries down and it settles into all the hearts, everything mingling together, once all of it has been mingled, it really, on me, is worth every penny that I put on it. I'll sure I'll end up buying some more of this, but I wanted it to wear throughout the winter to see how it transitioned on me from warm months to cold months, and I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. Age-wise, early 20s. If you're in your 20s and you're wearing this, you should probably be at a formal place. I don't really think this would make a good cologne to wear over to Granny's for dinner. Probably inappropriate in reference to its strength. Its scent, perfect. Yes, it's fine. But its strength is more... It's not really something that I think you should wear around home just to wear it. I think you'd be wasting it, unless you're experimenting with it and studying it. Short of that, there's not a whole lot else I can say about this. Personally, I've had a great experience with it. So it's got a great glowing review from me. It's super fun to discover something like this and then indulge yourself. It's a lot of fun for me to do this, because I get to experience a piece of history. I know a lot of people bash Creed for being the way they are. Yeah, their advertising is hilarious, but they provide a story for you to go by. They provide some visuals for you, and that is excellent marketing. I'm sorry. It works for me, and I have a lot of fun reading the sort of words they put forward for their fragrance, and then forming my own opinion, if you will, with those sorts of things in mind. It really sets a tone for what they want you to experience in their fragrance, and I appreciate that. So, with that being said, not much else I think I can add to the plate that would be constructive. So, I'm going to end it there. I appreciate the view. Hey, leave me a comment. If you'd like to sample some, I can get you in contact with the guy. He got mine to me within 3 days in very lovely packaging. He offers all sorts of decant sizes. His prices are respectable. And, again, professional seller. So, if you have experienced it, let me know what you think, or just, talk to me regardless. Um, I do appreciate the views, guys, and I will be back for more later. Thanks for watching.